Formula One makes its way to the Las Vegas Grand Prix this weekend, so it's time for us to talk about upgrades as the development race is about to gear up for 2025. And with the way this year's racing calendar is scheduled, Las Vegas is the destination for teams to introduce important upgrades to set up that crucial baseline for 2025. We have official confirmation regarding 3 teams bringing upgrades here and a team that is rumoured to bring upgrades to the Las Vegas GP. And I'll give you all the information regarding said upgrade packages, so don't go anywhere. Let's start this video with Ferrari, who are rumoured to be bringing some small parts to the SF24, potentially to Las Vegas and Qatar. These parts will benefit the SF24's pace, but will most certainly act as potential tests to prepare the 2025 car's baseline. For the Grand Prix itself, Ferrari will bring back their low downforce configuration, which they ran at Monza. The rear wing will surely be Monza spec, but they will be bringing a different front wing spec adhering to their latest front wing update made at Singapore. The floor they have been running ever since Monza has been super efficient as well. That floor has given them the downforce needed to be really quick around low and medium speed corners. It's the high speed corners that have been the primary issue within the 2024 Ferrari car. Clear reason as to why they lack pace around certain circuits like Spa and Brazil, which has their fair share of high-speed corners. Low-speed cornering is where the SF24 triumphs because of the mini-turbo the Ferrari power unit utilizes, which aid in better traction and quicker acceleration to full throttle. Also, the SF24 is very good under heavy braking, which is a weakness on many other cars, the McLaren for example. So considering the Las Vegas circuit, it's a below 50% chance for these upgrades to turn up this weekend. More likely possibility is Ferrari bringing those components to Qatar, where they really can test out the car's high-speed performance. Ferrari out of the top 4 teams are the ones who have brought the most upgrades this season, with the numbers standing at 24 performance parts, while Mercedes comes second with 22 performance parts. So having spent a hefty part of their budget on upgrades already, these parts that are coming potentially to Vegas won't be huge on size, will be micro aerodynamic parts, and the team won't fast track these parts unless necessary. Next team bringing upgrades to Las Vegas is Red Bull, confirmed by pretty reliable sources. Red Bull is said to be bringing its last official upgrade of the season for the RB20 at Las Vegas. Red Bull this season, similar to many other teams, have gone through the yo-yo effect when introducing upgrades to the car. The team has only introduced 19 performance upgrades, the least out of the top 4 teams, which actually isn't a lot. They did have the less ATR time due to their championship position, which is a contributing factor. But when they did introduce upgrades, it did take them at least 4 to 5 race weekends to dial those parts in properly. The Budapest high downforce bodywork update is a prime example of this, as they struggled to get the desired performance from that update at Hungary, or even at Zandvoort for that matter, but they were able to dial it in properly at Austin and Brazil. The team introduced a diffuser upgrade at Baku, which the team really capitalized on to improve the RB20's balance, which was a crucial piece in unlocking overall performance from previous upgrades. Tyre wear of the RB20 has been a mystery for the entire season, as we still don't have an accurate assessment on that part, down to Max being mostly up front running in clear air for the majority of the season, while Perez has been struggling to keep up pace with the frontrunners with similar machinery as he struggled to make overtakes to make up places during a GP. But in general, the RB20 has not been the best car when it comes to tyre degradation. The Ferrari SF24 is by far the best car on its tyres, while McLaren follow in second closely. But these will help contribute the team to build the RB21 next season, which interestingly is the first Red Bull not under Adrian Newey's watch, and that car has been in the wind tunnel for a very long time, and it is going to be an evolution of the current RB20. So the data they gather now will play a crucial role during the RB21's winter development, and hopefully the data actually helps them to fix the issues the RB20 is suffering from. The upgrade which is coming to Las Vegas is primarily aimed at stabilizing the RB20's base, because that is really what most of the parts are trying to do. Present upgrades are not just aimed at generating more downforce or making the car more efficient, it's all about improving the car's balance. These upgrades will be minimal. All the big parts are done for the season for the RB20, with the last one coming at Austin. Next team bringing upgrades to Las Vegas is RB. This team is going through a very tricky season so far. They introduced 22 performance upgrades this season. A big one was introduced at Spain, which was not successful, where they had to revert back to Bahrain specifications. Floor upgrades were made at Monza and Austin, which again failed to yield performance gains. The team has stuck to its initial concept, trying to improve its baseline performance via mostly underfloor revisions. The team has made a good step forwards of recent, but it still isn't enough of a step to turn this season into a positive one for the team. RB coming into this season would have hoped for a better performance overall, considering how they ended the 2023 season, yet they are lagging behind the likes of Alpine and Haas in the last couple of GPs. RB are getting a part which has been rumoured for a long time at Las Vegas, which has been confirmed by multiple sources. They will be introducing the rear suspension of the RB20 onto the RB car at Las Vegas, which currently is running on the RB19 suspension. Last year, they fitted the RB19 suspension around the Singapore GP and experienced a huge boost in performance. But I don't expect RB to gain a similar jump this year, because of how the RB20 itself has been performing this season. The RB19 suspension was a prime component, so it was easy for the team back then to dial it in setup-wise. But from what we have seen at Red Bull, the RB20 is suffering from balance issues tied to its mechanical platform. Therefore, adopting the RB20's rear suspension would mean RB will have to dial the setup of the car properly to see results, which will be very difficult on a circuit like Las Vegas. Their car also has been suffering from drag issues, and there are rumoured side pod upgrades to be coming along the rear suspension. But this late in the season, I don't expect any team to be making any bodywork revisions. The rear suspension upgrade, on the other hand, will be pivotal for RB's 2025 car's development. As I said before, teams are trying to establish their 2025 car's baseline at this point of the season, and every change made and part introduced will be tied directly with their 2025 projects. The final team to be bringing upgrades at Las Vegas is Alpine. This team has struggled a lot this season. They have brought 18 performance upgrades and have gone through the yo-yo period similar to their rivals. Ever since the team introduced upgrades around Singapore and Austin, the team has seen an uplift in performance. The car in dry sessions still lacks the pace to be competitive, so the team has minor floor detailing planned for Vegas to improve the car's efficiency. This is reported to be a test upgrade for 2025's car. Alpine on low drag circuits suffer the most due to its underpowered Renault power unit, so these upgrades will play a significant part in the upcoming Las Vegas GP. I don't expect any team to be bringing any significant upgrades from here on this season, or any parts in general. Some teams will play around Abu Dhabi, maybe to gather data for 2025 during the GP and during the post-season test as well. So, knowing what upgrades teams are going to bring this weekend, are you excited for the Las Vegas Grand Prix? We are very much into your thoughts and perspectives in the comments section down below. And on your way down, don't forget to subscribe to the channel to get notified of our future uploads, to keep yourselves up to date about the 2024 and 2025 Formula 1 seasons.